Hello everyone and welcome back to another math video. Today we're going to be talking about parallel, perpendicular, and intersecting lines. So similar to the problems that you see up on the screen. Just a reminder, this is the normal version of the lesson. If you'd like the speedrun version where we go through it pretty quickly, I will link that in the description below. All right, your Ricasso Recap starts now. In 30 seconds or less, here's what you need to know before you start this lesson. Firstly, you should know about some geometric definitions and how to name shapes, so similar to these problems that you see up here. If you would like a refresher on this, please go watch the video that I will link in the description below before you start this lesson. All right, new lesson starts now. Here we go. So when we're talking about lines, there's sort of three big ones that we're looking at today. Parallel lines are lines that never intersect. Okay, parallel lines, think of railroad tracks or the lines on a sheet of paper. Okay, parallel lines will never hit each other. Okay, never intersect. Okay, intersecting lines are just two lines that hit each other. Okay, they can hit each other sort of at any angle, but they have one point where they hit each other. And perpendicular lines are lines that form, the technical way to say it is they form right angles. Okay, so they form 90-degree angles. And think of like a plus sign or a cross or anything along those lines, or the corner of a room. Okay, and basically they just form squares, where they hit. Okay, so when they hit each other, they intersect at 90-degree angles. All right, here's our cool clock for today, which means that it is time for you to practice what you just learned. Go ahead and pause the video and try these 4 problems on your own. And when you're ready, you can unpause the video and we'll check your answers. Okay, now that you've had time to work these problems, let's check your solutions. For the first problem in the top left, you should have said no, those lines are not parallel. For the top right, you should have said yes, those lines are intersecting. They do hit each other. For bottom left, are they parallel? Yes, because they never hit each other. And for the last one, are these lines perpendicular? The answer is yes, because if you were to sort of extend this line, okay, it would hit and form, that plus sign that we were talking about earlier. Now, the last thing we're going to talk about today is how do you describe these in mathematics. So for this figure on the left, those are parallel lines. Okay, these are parallel. And the way that you write it mathematically is we would say that IJ, line IJ, okay, and we should know how to write that notation. That was the previous lesson. Line IJ is parallel. This symbol right here, the two lines, means parallel. Line IJ is parallel to line LK. And of course, you could reverse that, right? LK is parallel to IJ. Either one is technically correct. Usually you would go in alphabetical order, but either one is correct. Now, for the middle figure, these are perpendicular. And to write perpendicular, we would say that IJ, and remember that's a line segment there. Pay attention to whether it has arrows or not. So line segment IJ, this is the symbol for perpendicular. It's kind of like an upside down T. IJ is perpendicular to GH, to line segment GH. Again, could reverse that and it'd be fine. For the last one, these lines are not parallel. They're not perpendicular, but they do intersect. And there is no fancy symbol for intersecting lines. Parallel has a symbol, perpendicular has a symbol, intersect. We would just say that IJ, line segment IJ, intersects line segment GH. Okay, you just use the word for intersection. All right, time to practice. Go ahead and pause the video, try these 3 problems on your own. When you're ready, unpause, and we'll check your answers. Okay, now that you've had time to work these problems, let's check your solutions. For the first problem, those are parallel lines, so you should have chosen the answer that uses this symbol for parallel lines. For the second problem, these intersect, so these are just intersecting lines. And for the third problem, It says which shows perpendicular lines. That would be this shape right here. All right, that's it for today. I hope you all have a good morning, good afternoon, good evening, and good night.